Hey guys, it's Anarchy. So I know all of you saw the amazing looks that were featured in the Met Gala last Monday, on Monday. By the time this comes out, it'll just probably be Monday, just Monday, because this past Monday. I've lost track of time, I'm so tired. Anyway, I know you guys all saw those amazing looks and I was really inspired by a lot of them, but for some reason, there was amazing fashion and makeup looks all around, but for some reason, every YouTuber has decided to only recreate Kim Kardashian's makeup look, which is weird to me because like it was really pretty and it looked really nice, but it was not by far the most artistic, interesting, or best look of the night at all. So I decided to recreate another look for you guys and film a tutorial on it that's not Kim, and it's actually from SZA, and it desperately needs to be recreated because whoever did her makeup, something was wrong. The setting powder, like there was major flashback, she looked oily. Just whoever did her hair and her makeup needs to have a talking to, because you could even see her wig cap underneath her hair, even though she had bangs too, which I was like, that's really a lot. I was actually just going to do this look off camera and just maybe post it on Instagram, but in researching it, because there was one thing in particular I wanted to know how to do, I found out no one else had posted a tutorial of her look, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. So this is going to be a very quick kind of get ready with me, less a tutorial, more a just I'm showing you what I'm doing kind of thing. And also I'm going to update you guys on kind of where I've been, because I know I haven't posted in a long time. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I've started using this primer by The Ordinary. It's their high adherence silicone primer, and I really like it because I've started using Beauty Bakery's foundation more, and I can't really use my absolute favorite, which is the Tatcha Silk Canvas with the Beauty Bakery foundation. They don't mix together well, so I've started using this as a replacement. Okay, now that we're all primed, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I make the Beauty Bakery foundation work for me, because it's too dark, but I love it, and the other shades don't really match me very well, so I'm going to make it work because the formula is amazing. So what I do is I take this super cheap primer from Miss A, like it's literally $1, and I go ahead and I conceal all of my blemishes. And this color is pretty close to my skin while still being lighter, so let me go ahead and conceal all of these blemishes, because I've had a lot of breakouts lately. Not concealing every breakout and every like major dark spots, just the ones that I think are going to show through. And then I'm going to put a lot of focus right here on the corners of my mouth, because I don't know why I have a lot of hyperpigmentation around my mouth and it's really annoying. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it up with this. This will all make sense in a second, don't worry. Okay, now that I've concealed, what I'm gonna do is in any area where I am lighter than I want it to be contoured, but I still am not gonna conceal, I'm just gonna throw some of this on there. You'll see why, it'll make sense, I promise. Okay, so we have a bunch of concealer all over our face. Now, with a damp beauty blender, I'm going to use the K-Face foundation. And a tip I actually got from Beauty Bakery themselves was to apply the K-Face foundation in sections of my face, not all over, which is what I was doing before, which is why I ended up super patchy. And after I tried that, they're right, it's a lot better if you just put it on like a focus area of the face. I'm also using their blending eggs, which I think are super, super cute, and they're a really good deal. You get, I think it's like 6 for $18, so they end up being $3 each, and they're very comparable to the Beauty Blender, if not a little more. They're a different texture than the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is a lot more light and spongy. This is a bit more dense. It depends on if you like that. I kind of like the sponginess of the Beauty Blender, but this is perfectly fine as a replacement slash like substitute. The only thing I wish they had changed about these blending eggs is I wish they made them brown and white, because one, then they would be the color of eggs. Two, you wouldn't notice, like if you're a darker girl and you use the brown ones, you wouldn't notice like how dirty they get. And three, it wouldn't look exactly like the Beauty Blender, which I know they are basically just the Beauty Blender, but it would be really cool if they like differentiated themselves a little bit from it. So Beauty Bakery, if you're listening, you can have that tip for free. Just have it. Please do it if you want. I haven't been on camera in so long, so I'm super awkward. I guess I can explain really fast. So I'm graduating like in a month. And so this is my last final push with school, and I kind of have a heavy workload. So I don't want to jeopardize my graduation for like my channel. So that's why I haven't posted in a while. I haven't really had inspiration to post anything. Like if I had posted, I would have kind of been forcing it. So I didn't want to post something forced and then also have it take time away from my classes. So I basically just told myself, okay, well, if you want to post something while you're finishing up school, that's fine, but like, I basically told myself, like, you don't have to keep up your regular schedule because you're trying so hard with other things, and I have other things to focus on. So I'm still posting. Like, this video is coming out, like, in a second, obviously, and I have a couple other videos planned, but like, I'm not going to stick to my normal posting schedule of Sundays and Wednesdays until I'm done with school, like, and also settled into my new apartment once I get out of school. So that'll probably be like early to mid-June. So I will see you guys then more regularly, and then my channel will be really good because I'll be out of school completely and just, you know, dealing with work. So that'll be great. So look forward to that. But yeah, just if you guys are wondering where I've been, I'm just dealing with school and I don't want to mess anything up for myself. Okay, now I'm going to take the Cake Face Concealer. And I think, okay, I also have to respond to this person. Someone commented and asked it, I am in college, asked what shade I use in the concealer, and I will tell you in a moment, but I think it's something having to do with coffee. Love You Latte Cake Face Concealer. Yeah, Love You Latte is my shade. And so I go kind of heavy on the concealer for the exact reason of this foundation's kind of light for me. So I'm trying to combat that. And just like the foundation, I'm doing it one section at a time and I'm not letting it set like at all. And I always, I don't know if you guys noticed, bring my my concealer up to my eye and down to my mustache, because those are areas that kind of need concealing as well. And then I'm just going to blend it out, and I'm not going to worry about it looking too light, because by the end of everything, it'll definitely. Okay, cool. Now for the other side, same thing. Okay, so now I'm going to set my under eye with the Beauty Bakery setting flour. And we're gonna bake, because SZA definitely baked, but I don't know if it was successful. By the way, just let it be known, I love SZA. I think she is amazingly fashionable and a huge inspiration. I love her hair, I love her clothes, and I love her music, but like, I do not love whoever did her makeup that day. And if it was her, then I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm also just kind of lightly putting some powder on my eyelids so it's easier to apply the eyeshadow later. And I'm also going to bake the upper lip. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to be careful around my eyes, especially my left one, because I don't know if it's because of my makeup, but I'm definitely going to be careful because I do wear makeup regularly, but like I've had problems with my left eye watering, and so that's a thing that I want to stop. And I'm actually really not supposed to be wearing contacts, but I can't do my makeup without it's watered already. Yep, it's already watered. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my left eye, but like I'm going to get through it, because that's part of the reason you might not have seen me do makeup as much on Instagram or like on camera, is because I'm trying not to wear my contacts and not do makeup because I don't want to upset my eyes. But sometimes I just have to do it, and the doctor said I should only not do it for 5 days, and it's already been 3. I'm breaking it for a second, but I just really I couldn't go more time without filming. It's not like my eye, like she doesn't know what's actually wrong with my eye, but like, you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. Okay, there wasn't anything super special about SZA's brows, so I'm just going to use this Pony's Effect eyebrow pencil and spoolie to to do my brows real fast. Normally I'd use dip brow, but SZA tends to do like more naturally looking stuff with her face. So I'm gonna try and just go with the natural look and shape of my brows. Okay, brows are done, and looking at SZA's look, I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'm just very upset that there's not any better pictures of her makeup. It almost looks, see, because in some lights it looks silver and in some lights it looks blue. I'm gonna go for a more blue interpretation. What her general like transition shade reminds me of is Pigeon from the Venus 2 palette, so I'm gonna use that. And then I'm going to take my finger and just focus it more. Just all over my lid. I might be interpreting this makeup look entirely wrong. It might just be silver, but it looks like a bluish brown to me, and that makes me think of that color. So yeah, okay, to me that looks very, very, very close. I actually need to put more on, if anything. And then like a brown in this, on the outer corner. So I'm gonna put even more of Pigeon on my lid, like a lot. I got my Morphe trusty 35L palette, and there are definitely dark browns in here. So the shade I need is somewhere in between these two. So I'm gonna try the lighter one, and then I'm gonna even it up with the dark one if I have to. And really focus it on there. I'm gonna take just a little bit of Fairy Floss from the Lime Crime Pocket Candy palette, and mix it with Icing, which is the shade in the middle, that white shade. I'm just gonna dab them together a bit, and then just pop it a little bit on just the middle, just the smallest bit. Okay, that looked really good to me. That looks like what I wanted it to. I don't have any blues, so, or silvers, because I'm more of a warm toned person unless I go completely crazy and just do random colors, so I didn't really have much for this, but that looks pretty close. Okay, so she has literally nothing under her eye. That's, yeah, I'm gonna just put a light color under my eye, but first let me sweep off the excess powder. The struggle when you don't know which one of these is your blush brush. That might have been the blush brush. I can see a little bit of a blush getting added to my skin. Oh well. I love how I just use my arm to change. So I'm just gonna take like a super neutral shade from 35O, this one, and I'm just gonna put it under my eye just to make it look like not completely naked. I used to do naked under eyes a lot, like when I first started out, and I've kind of become scared of it now, so I don't like doing it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this color, which is from the Pat McGrath Gold Lab kit thing, and I'm gonna use this weird, I call it a finger brush, because like it's like a little sponge that acts like a finger. It's not gonna full size. And I'm gonna use that to make that blindingly gold inner corner. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight, and then I'm gonna do liner, lashes, lips, and I'm done. Oh, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to do those teardrops. We're gonna talk about that later. Okay, so I'm going to use the Honey Lips highlighter from Star Crush Minerals. I have heard of Star Crush Minerals before I bought a bunch of their stuff. I knew, like, I've used them in a video before, but that video was kind of a horrible failure. Don't look for it. I was really excited to try this up because it's supposed to be really pigmented and very inexpensive. They always have really big discount codes, but I ordered from them and my item didn't ship. It's supposed to ship within 2 weeks, which is understandable, I guess, because they're a small business, but my item didn't ship until I contacted the owner and said, hey, where's my stuff? And that was like a month later. So that was kind of insane. And then when she did ship it, it took 2 seconds, and I was just like, why didn't you just ship it? But then besides that, when I got everything, they came with these cute little star pans. I'll show them on camera some other day, but not right now for this exact reason. The highlighter, all of the star pans for me were horribly packed. like they're so loose, and any slight movement they explode out of the pan. And the highlighter in particular exploded so much that basically none of it's in the pan anymore. Like maybe 30% is still in the pan, and so I saved it by putting it in this old setting flower lid. And so the only reason I'm using it, besides the fact it's still really nice, the main reason I'm using it is because I just want to get rid of it. I don't, it's really, like, see, oh wow, okay, I put too much on. But, like, you can see that it's, like, a really pretty highlighter. It's just so unfortunate about the quality of, like, the way it was packed. Like, the actual item, though, is really pretty. I'm gonna put, like, more on later with some setting spray so it, like, really blinds, but, like, it's really pretty, but it's just too bad about, like, the customer service and the quality of the items. So I don't, like, necessarily recommend them. You can try them out if you want, but I've had also just a ton of people tell me that they never got their stuff. I completely forgot to contour. I'll contour in a second. Let me just finish the base highlighting. But yeah, I've had a ton of people tell me they didn't get their stuff, and a bunch of other horror stories, so I've just kind of been like, okay, you know what? I've ordered from them this one time, and I'm probably not going to order from them again. But just look, you know, that's my opinion on the subject. The shadows are super pigmented and amazing, but it's just like the customer service, and then I don't know if it's just the star pans or if it's everything else, but they're just packed horribly and exploded out, and I felt like I wasted my money and my time waiting for these stupid shadows, and I was super excited about them too. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the subject, and I just wanted to let you know that I don't necessarily recommend this company, but I'm going to still use them because I paid money for it. Okay, so fun fact, I've actually started using the Saharan blush palette from Juvia's Place to contour a lot of the times. It's blushes, but like this shade and these shades for bronzing, oh my god. Like, and they're a little more pinky warm tone, and I kind of like the way it looks on me when I use them, so I've been using them to contour quite a bit. And so this brush is huge, but it's good for contouring, you'll see in a second. So I'm going to take the shade Neo, which was that middle top shade I just pointed to, and I'm going to bring in my nose a bit because she really contoured her nose. Okay, so I thought my contour could actually use a little more like darker, cooler tones, like because I'm using a blush palette. Like for this look in particular, I didn't like that, so I went ahead and I deepened some of it up with this BH Cosmetics blush palette, and I'm gonna keep putting it on my cheekbones. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It works well for like the looks I do for myself, but for this recreation, I was looking in the mirror and I was just like, oh, that doesn't work. Gotta admit when things don't work. She also like had a little, like little indents to make herself have more of a button nose. So I'm doing that. And then more contouring. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay, now a quick bake because she definitely had a bake under her contour to like deepen it. That's not really a bake, I'm just kind of swiping it on, but it's working. See, this is what she looked like when they took pictures of her with flash. And that's not what you want. You have to blend it out or wipe it away afterwards. I don't know what happened. Like, I love you, girl, but what happened? So I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and now I'm going to put some blush on. And so I'm gonna actually take that shade Neo I was contouring with before, very lightly because the shade's a little too dark for me. I'm just gonna brush it on the sides. Make sure you smile. And a little bit on the apples, but not much. Okay. So I actually think I'm done with my face. Let me just wipe off. I went a little harsher than I probably should have, but I want it to be really dramatic. I really want it to pop on camera. So I already put one layer of highlighter in the Star Crush Minerals one, but I'm actually going to take the iconic London Illuminator and dot that around and then go over it again with the Star Crush highlighter. Just because I really want like a blinding glow, because I think that's what she really wanted. That's one of the things that's definitely evident in her look is a glowy look, but like it just wasn't executed well. I don't know, man. I mean, her dress and everything was fabulous. It's just her hair and makeup. Like, the actual wig looked gorgeous, but like, you can see the cap. I don't know. Okay. So, we're done with the face, except we're not done with the face. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of a wing liner because that's definitely what she had. Let me see how long hers was. Okay, she had a pretty dramatic wing. So let me just do that. Oh my god, you can. Okay, so I don't know how much of that got recorded, but one of my hairs got in the way. And it was going so well, and it just went so bad, so fast. I am the worst at liner. By the way, I'm using CoverGirl's liquid liner, which is actually amazing, but like, I'm just bad. Okay, you know what? That's the best it's going. That's the best that's happening on that eye. Let's do the other eye. This is so perfect, and this is horrible. We're gonna pretend that didn't have that. We're just gonna move on. She looked like she lined her lips and then put a nude gloss over it. And then the hardest part for me is going to be those teardrops, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to recreate. Let me try. Okay, so I'm going to use this liner pin from Sephora in, what are you called? Dark Horse. It's called Dark Horse. I feel like it's a little purplier than the one she used, but I think it'll give the right effect, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's a little too purpley. I didn't know it was gonna be that purpley. Like when I swatched it a second ago, it was not that bad. But actually, wait. Yep, nope, that's too purple. Basically, all I ended up actually doing was just taking off some of the purple because I ended up really liking how it looked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a nude gloss. This isn't an exact recreation of SZA's look anymore because I really liked how my lips looked. So it's just like, I'm keeping them like that. So the last thing SZA has is 2 big gold teardrops, and so I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to go ahead and take my gold cream that I already used in the inner corners of my eye. I'm going to shape 2 teardrops. One is really big. Also, don't think I didn't forget about I forgot about lashes. I remember, I'm just not doing it right. And so now that I have that on, I'm going to take some of the gloss I used on my lips earlier. It's like a clear-ish gloss. It's a little opaque, but it goes clear pretty fast. I'm going to actually mix some of this gold cream into it. So I'm going to open up the pan and I'm going to scratch a little out with my thumb. And I'm going to mix it together. I have no idea if this is going to work, by the way. I'm just trying something out. It's a really pretty, cool, interesting thing that I've made here, though. Trying to get all of it mixed together on my hand. Okay, so now I'm going to take this gold goop. I'm going to apply it. I'm trying to get the clumps out, because if you put the clumps in, it just looks bad. But it actually does not look horrible. Okay, I think that's the best I can do. And my camera's literally about to run out of batteries, so let's do the other one real fast. Okay, so that's it for the look. Except I have to put on lashes and mascara and everything, but you guys know me, I do that off camera, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Here is my SZA Met Gala look inspired tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoy it. And if you want to learn how to make this crown, the video, it will be linked at the end of the video where I show you how to make this crown will be linked at the end of the video. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!